Hello and good morning. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. We've got a really interesting parts exchange to talk to you about today. So this is a 2016 on a 66 Audi A6 Allroad. Now this car has an astonishing engine. It's a 3-litre 24-valve V6 diesel engine. I think they produce around 215 or 220 PS and 370 foot-pounds of torque, which is an awful lot. It's an all-wheel drive car, so it's quattro, and has an automatic transmission. Now we took this car in part exchange against a Toyota Land Cruiser. That's another quite rare car. Customer wasn't local to us. Seen the car advertised, decided it was for him, so we agreed to deal over the phone, and actually went and met the customer halfway up the country because he wasn't local. And delighted to be able to have this car. And yeah, it was driven back, I think just above Birmingham we met, something like that. And it was driven back from there. It drives absolutely spot on. Car's covered just a little under 87,000 miles. It's got a great history behind it, including a recent service of the gearbox, which I know is quite an important thing with these. Car is in phenomenal condition given its age and mileage. I'm struggling to find a mark on it, to be honest, but it's got, like I say, great history behind it. Drives really well, lovely specification including black leather interior, power tailgate, and adaptive air suspension, so you can actually lift the car. It's probably a feature of an all-road and they probably all have it, but it's quite interesting to watch. You can lift the car and drop it from a button in the car, and you can actually feel it whilst you're sat in there. So very nice. It's in the sort of automatic setting at the moment, so you can actually get it to sit lower than this, and you can get it to sit higher than it's currently sat at the moment. It's a huge car, tons of usable space, astonishing amounts of power. It goes so well. Now all of the sorry, there's a motorbike behind me. I know all of the Audi and Volkswagen Audi group gearboxes in automatic are very good, sort of lightning fast changes, very seamless, and it's the same with this car. You know, start to get on the go, and the gear changes are really quick. And it doesn't really feel like there's any sort of appreciable drop in power, so it's a lovely thing to drive, a real mile eater. I'll take you around the back. So yeah, I was surprised to see car's got a power tailgate. This is something we in the Mazda world tend to see on all of the SUVs. Haven't seen this on an estate car for Mazda, but very welcome addition to the car. If you haven't had power tailgate before, yeah, it's a vital feature. Really good sign of ownership. A trunk liner, so the carpet underneath is lovely. And actually, even this, to be fair, it's clearly quite tailored for this car because it fits perfectly. Yeah, in lovely order. The parcel shelf itself actually lifts up when you put the tailgate down. You might even be able to see it. So as that comes down, you see the parcel shelf comes down with it, which I really like. I think it's very smart. You've got these larger dual exit exhausts, which look very sporty. All silver alloy wheels, all in lovely condition. It does look, and I will check that the car's on all matching Continental tyres. I think that's quite an important thing with a car like this. And you're greeted with this all rolled silver emblazoned logos, which I think look really smart, and this lovely black leather interior. Most of the cars we sell in the Mazda world tend to have leather in them, particularly the estates and the SUVs. Even stuff like the headlining, all in lovely condition. And you've got a panel back here for, sorry you can't see it because of the sun glare, for climate control of the back. So you can actually control that yourself in terms of fan speed and temperature, which I think is a nice touch. You've got some keyless entry button on the door there. All electric windows as you'd expect, and power fold mirrors. Jump in the car. So we've got 2 keys for the car, of course. You see there, you're greeted with the A6 Allroad logo, which I think is quite smart. It's a push-button start car, and I sort of naturally get in a car and go to put the push-button starter somewhere around here because of how Mazda do it. But actually, it's down here by the gear stick. And do you know what? It's a really good place for it. So your foot on the brake, tap that button once, car comes into life. And the little pop-out screen comes up here. You can see there I've been playing with the drive select function on the way down here, and playing with the auto leveling suspension. It's very clever. The ride of the car is glorious, but yeah, being able to change the height of it and have that amount of control over it is really nice. If I have a play with this multimedia system, sorry about the sun glare, you have got the integrated navigation system, which you can see here. If I go for reverse, you've also got your all-round parking sensors, so you can see there you've got them front and back, and you do need it on this car because it's a very decent size. course, you've got hands-free telephone integrated into the car, and all your audio, radio options and everything else that you'd expect with a modern car. Multimedia system controls down here of the SD card, which has got your map data on it, heated seats, dual zone climate control, you've got hill descent control, which is vital with an all-wheel drive car like this, and this lovely panel down here, like I say, the starter button, that just feels like such a good place for it. It's almost like a metal finish as well. It's a really nice button to use. Volume and everything for stereo, all your controls for multimedia here, an electronic handbrake as well. You do have paddle shift, so that is an auto, so you've got your drive function. You can put it into the manual setting over here, and if you flick down like this, you've got the ability to flick it between drive and sport. I mentioned we've got two keys. I've put them in this little cubby hole, so both the appropriate Audi keys, as you'd expect with a used car from us. And in this little section here, you've got a little cubby hole, and actually underneath that, you've got another bit of storage. And you've got that music interface port that you get with all Audis, and a 12-volt socket down there as well. Of course, car's fitted with everything you'd expect. So you've got the nicer sort of xenon headlights on it. You've got cruise control stalk down here, automatic lights, automatic wipers, everything you'd expect. And as I say, it's done 86,565 miles. The car was actually serviced in August, including that gearbox service that I mentioned earlier. It does need an AdBlue top-up by the looks of it. We'll be doing that before the car leaves us. Yeah, lovely place to be. Incredible condition for the age and the mileage of the car. Really well looked after vehicle. Just turn the car off. I'll try and put something in the photos that shows the air suspension as well, because it is a very clever feature. The car will be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty. That's included in the advertised cost of the car, and we can offer nationwide delivery. Like I say, this car wasn't local. It came from a bit of a distance from us, so if you aren't local to us, you can still buy with confidence. Like I say, the condition of this car is lovely. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us, and we'll do our very best to help you. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers then. Bye.